Let's go back into the game you were watching during the break. That's right. It is Na'Vi versus Winstrike. It is a match in the qualifiers of the CIS region for the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 11, which is also indeed otherwise known as the Stockholm Major in March.
Na'Vi picking that Enchantress versus Darks here again. Yeah. We see that Enchant working really well versus the Iron Shell. He can also deal with the creeps. However, Chu with his Elder Titan, oh, he hits so hard. Run, little kitty, run.
This is also, by the way, a match between two teams that ended up in the lower bracket. Na'Vi came third in their group, Winstrike came fourth in their group. And this is a round one lower bracket match, meaning loser of this is eliminated.
It is best of three still though, right?
It is best of three, and this is game one.
And I'm really hyped because they have another player now on the side of Winstrike, a new player, that's Yamich. We can see him right here in action. Yeah. So he has a sick haircut, by the way, very, very interesting.
Wow, where have you seen Yamich?
Where have I seen him?
Yeah.
Where have I not seen him?
Where have you seen Yamich?
But he doesn't have a Wikipedia profile.
Yeah.
So
How do you know his
I
name?
have my sources.
What?
With the CIS players, you know, I know it all. The haircuts, what music they like.
Alright, what music does Silent like?
Yeah.
Silent.
What does Silent?
I have no clue.
He could have just said nothing. He likes quiet.
He likes John Cage, 4 minutes 33.
Nah, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna make stuff up. Come on, I'm a professional analyst. Shame on yourself, you two.
Do you know what any of these players like music?
I don't know anyone here. I know that Misha likes to scream into his microphone in pubs, so I guess
in a nice way, or
no, in like a screamo way, you know. Remember that screamo music?
Yeah, that's still a genre, isn't it?
I guess there's still some of it around. He's keeping it in the pubs at least. He is keeping it alive. So like this AM should have a good lane. However, Yamich comes in, bashes him a few times. Iceberg has problems actually.
He does. That's going to be a kill here.
This is that Razor versus OD lane. Like
which he was doing. I mean, the OD was doing alright with it.
If you don't have a strong imprisonment once he links you, even if you do, it's a problem.
Oh.
The issue for OD versus Razor is the fact that you want to be using that imprisonment to get CS, right? But then if you do it, I mean, if you use it on Razor to deny a CS away from him, he's just going to link you afterwards. So it kind of bounces back in his favor every time. It's not really optimal for OD. And if you use it and then you get ganked, then it's even worse, which is what happened. How many stacks do they've got? Like, Chu looks like a guy that likes to stack a lot and get the damage out on his VT.
Oh, so you could go bottom line Suneko.
Yeah, just Suneko takes that off, and here we go.
Silence.
That damage.
We gotta run back to base.
Sadly, he got
to the tower rather.
He got blocked by creeps there, so he couldn't really come. I mean, this lane should actually go in Enchantress and AM's way. The blocks are not there. He's way too fast. Oh, the outplay. The loosened beam there. That mini stun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All it needed.
Oh, they got the Darks here down bottom as Magical rotates over from mid. Able to catch him out. Nongarata's unable to survive and get out.
Silent is playing with fire here. He's really low.
Is he getting a salve? Like, is there something coming? Because the courier is still on his way back to base from mid.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back either way.
I think Oracle is going back.
And it's going bottom now. Yeah, he has to go.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, Luna has to go back as well.
There's not even a shrine available.
Enchant, they take that off, and now Nongrata. I love you, I played with you before, but you can't.
You cannot. Bless you. Bless you again.
Bless you, Shiva.
I was... Oh,
they don't know that wasn't you sneezing.
You were definitely, that was 100% very clearly an Owen sneeze.
No.
I have sneezed before.
Who did that? Oh, as if it lived.
Needs 3 hits.
It lived.
Yeah.
Then they buffed it. They gave him some movement speed actually to the
courier.
Yeah,
they did. Movement speed is increased.
That's a close one though. Someone was watching the courier. Well, someone was watching the courier because they microed it in time, but going over the mid lane like that, gotta be careful for the old flying donkey.
Whoop, charge in!
Iron Shell is here as well, but they aren't going for ET with that charge.
Yeah, they should have gone
for ET. He's very fast now, and They might even turn this.
Well, they've got TPs coming in. The Mud Golem's done as well onto the Spirit Breaker. Magical's in town. As he'll turn towards Yamich. Yamich is able to charge out in time. Will manage to escape.
89 extra damage for Magical though, and with the Ravage coming out, he's got plenty of time to lay that damage onto Silent.
They do lose the tide,
Misha
but Na'Vi will take that. As that false promise is not going to save him.
As false as they get.
As Misha will fall. Another kill for Na'Vi. Yep. They start to make these moves and getting an early lead now. 9 minutes in, 7 for 2 and a 3k lead for Na'Vi. And the anti-mage, he's in that happy place. He's at the top.
Yeah,
top of the net worth already.
He's definitely doing fine. 9 minutes in, has that Perseverance stacked up already. Just needs to get to the Void Stone.
The best feeling as an anti-mage is having a lane by yourself while you can see that the rest of your team is just fighting and actually win the fights even without you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
They're doing fine.
He's playing versus Darkseer though. Like usually AM is favored in this matchup. And then you have Enchantress there that was helping him out with the dispels all the time.
Enchantress with all the Rocky Mans. Those golems.
So they did play Enchantress yesterday. It was versus...
They did?
Yeah, and they won.
They did?
So...
Look at how many golems. She can throw 6 rocks.
She's seeing if she can find that little bit.
She can throw 5 rocks. She can throw a lot of rocks. 5.
Yeah.
Again.
6 now, actually. If the big one dies.
Well, they all
if
go.
the big one dies, yeah.
There will be a defensive Astral that will keep Misha safe and out. The good stomp, though, onto 3 heroes. So they're holding back Winstrike from getting in there. Iceberg will still be able to get on top of Seneko, and Seneko will fall.
More
Magical.
golems.
A lot of damage
Storm
on
and the Static
Razor.
Link. Yeah, Silent will pop the stick charges and get back out of there. The charge is there, the 1 to 2. Iceberg is able to keep on hitting. Is he able to kill off these heroes? He will. He'll get Chu on the Elder Titan. Magical does kill off Iceberg, but he'll lose his life for it.
That Centaur helped Winstrike a little bit there. You have that RNG there with the Stomp.
No, she used them all weapons. The micro was on point. This Enchantress is having fun. I saw him cycling through all the golems.
Was that Centaur? I don't think that Centaur was enchanted. He just came in.
No, I mean all the rock golems.
The rock golems definitely.
We were shuffling through the golems to see if all the stuns were used. When they were.
Yeah, those stuns are insane, honestly. Like, if you're playing a Chen, right now is the best creep to take level 1.
Jackpot when
With Enchantress, I mean, actually, as well.
With Enchantress, more so.
Yeah, because they die so fast.
Automatically.
Exactly.
And then you get loads. Like
with Chen they die automatically, but Enchantress has lower...
Yeah, lower blast.
They just don't last as long, so they're gonna run out eventually anyway.
Almost.
And the health, obviously, yeah.
It's a great creep. Oh, Iceberg having bit of trouble there.
He wanted.
I don't know if it would have gone. Probably better that he didn't.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, it's probably better that he didn't get off.
Right, he went for the Demon Edge. Has that.
And we're going to be a very quick Battle Fury.
Yeah, Demon Edge definitely better instantly.
Yeah.
Strong.
At what point is Nongrata going to join in on the fight?
I think he's just going to pressure bottom for now, and then they will join him. I think that maybe makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
He can rotate with the Helm of Dominator though, he can help them out. But then you aren't pressuring that bottom lane at all. But honestly, right now they aren't really pressuring it anyway, that AM is just free farming. So you might just as well rotate around. Usually though, as a Darkseer, you want to be you want to be left alone on that lane. Once the tier 1 falls, you get someone else to help you with the tier 2. There we go, the Iron Shell charge on the AM.
Charge.
But this Bara has no mana.
No backup.
No back, yeah, he's just gonna run back instantly. Maybe this is a bait, but yeah, he's not. He's on to him. It's not gonna go.
Overall, it looks like Na'Vi is pretty in control of this game.
Well, yeah, they've crushed it. I mean, if you have a 4k lead 13 minutes with anti-mage, you're very happy. As Na'Vi with this early lead, shouldn't feel too phased at all. They've got the Battle Fury done 13 minutes in on Crystallize. Excellent timing. And Magical making ways through the enemy jungle. We're able to pick up some of their own neutrals as he works towards that Yule Scepter. and it's going to be a tough game for Winstrike.
It feels so bad as a Spirit Breaker. You kind of want to, get that early aggression going so that you buy time for your cure. But yeah, I mean, who can he actually kill? Like, the only person who might die if he has backup is Enchantress. But
that's her charge, though.
The surge and the charge. That's still something that comes into play. And with the sanity's down as well, Magical's in trouble. Get Astral, he's going to die.
Yep.
As that's how they'll do it.
He's
the Darkseer Spirit Breaker combo.
That's the way to do it.
I love the surge charge.
There were 4 people there to take those 2 down, though.
Yeah, but still, you take down the Razor, you stop them from pushing.
But
kind of worth it. AM is farming, though, and that's a problem you're going to eventually have to deal with, as this Battle Fury is pretty damn fast.
Yeah, super quick.
And every minute basically matters so much when you're AM, and you get that Battle Fury, like...
I mean,
it just speeds up your farm.
I don't know what order the draft was in, but I imagine what the AM was probably a 5th pick, and... it was just a really nice 5th pick, because it doesn't seem like Winstrike drafted to prepare for an anti-mage.
Well, you can argue that Luna comes online a bit faster and then you start pushing with her.
Sure, yeah, if they had a good start, yeah, that could have been a way they wanted to approach.
Yeah,
oh, they are split down, they've got to try and get themselves away. Yamich will not have any escape.
I think they underestimated how many people were were actually showing up there. And then, as your Spirit Breaker, you're already in. The rest of your team has some time to back off, at least. With the Spirit Breaker Darkseer combo being so good, shouldn't they be together more?
I mean, it's so good in the laning stage. After that, the charge plus the surge is definitely great. So maybe Spirit Breaker should go to Darkseer to get the Iron Shell plus the surge once he charges. But that's about it. On the Darkseer, you still need more items. You get the Helm of Dominator to pressure, but you haven't really succeeded at doing that. So you need to go for some utility if you're about to do anything across the map. Like, you're still playing versus an AM and you aren't really...
We didn't do prediction. I predict Na'Vi to win.
I think it's too late to predict.
Oh, I mean, sure, yeah, we can't do it for this game. That would be cheating.
That, yeah, that's...
We can't do it for this game. Ravage out onto the 2 of them. Non-Grata will be saved by the false promise. Yamich will try and terminate the actually still alive. Yamich is going to be able to keep himself alive, and they're able to turn kind up at Magical and get back in there and kill him. It's Magical dead, and now they've got their hands on Blizzy. Winstrike hitting back hard as Blizzy is surrounded. The Stomp does hold back the 3 of them. The charge still there from Yamich. Comes in. Blizzy cannot survive this amount of damage as 2 dead on Na'Vi. Winstrike able to punish them.
I wonder if Winstrike is going to bounce back. They're having a rough time right now. Especially, I mean, they did just change players, so there's that as well.
Do you mean bounce back in this game or bounce back
overall? Overall in performance, because they used to be the team to watch in CIS,
yeah,
the upcoming
that was
team.
a year ago.
Well, not true.
Well, a year ago,
yeah, pretty much.
A year ago,
half a year
team
ago.
was formed.
Yeah, when I mean TI, basically. They were
the month before TI. Yeah.
They were doing really well.
They were. And the major that they got 4th in or something against that they won versus Virtus Pro.
Was it them or Pen?
Yeah, it was Winstrike at
Winstrike at Epicenter, yeah.
No, what was that? Fly to Moon.
Fly to Moon.
Fly to Moon at the time.
Yes.
They still have the rocket,
but that was their peak.
Yeah.
They do,
That was their peak. It will be interesting to see if they can get to the same performance again.
I think they need the right patch for that to happen, honestly.
And you don't think that this is it? Well, we don't really know yet
we don't really know. Maybe this is the patch, yeah. But I'm just saying that when they peaked, it was also due to the patch. Like they had some strategies and some heroes that worked really well. Like the Chen and the DK offlane, Chen Tiny offlane. They always did so much. As soon as the Chen fell out, as soon as the meta changed, they kind of stopped being as good. But they're definitely a good team, and they just have to shut down this damn anti-mage somehow.
Yeah, he's had a totally free game, Crystallize.
But what do? You don't really have a lot. Like, you have the Baraturm, and that's about it. I mean, honestly, even though I just completely forgot, but we were talking about AM being so good this game. He's not that great, considering you're playing versus Darkseer. On the lane, you are really strong versus Darkseer, but later on you have to...
He's gonna make a copy of
Yeah, but honestly, that works very well versus AM, and that illusion hits hard. So they have to be careful about... He has to be careful about how
he can blink around the wall. One thing that I think is good for Winstrike is that this anti-mage is not yet building a BKB, and apparently not for 2 more items.
He doesn't really need a BKB.
Is he gonna
Against OD, everybody needs a BKB against OD, right?
Not anti-mage, I don't think, because he's got blink. He can just get away from it. He's got Manta. And eventually he's going to have Bash. He's just going to get on top of the OD, and then
that's the perfect scenario. He jumps on the OD and blows him up. But you have to keep in mind that there's Oracle as well to save that, to help that from save OD from
True,
that. So.
But then he's probably still going to lose all his mana. Or well, maybe not all, because he has a massive mana pool, but at least some of his mana. If he's got the Manta illusions on him.
I mean, it can go either way, honestly. That OD AM matchup later on in the game isn't as one-sided, but definitely, there's the fact when you get the Basher, if you manage to lock him down, I guess you just... The thing is, what I really like about Winstrike's team is they have multiple ways of saving each other. You have the imprisonment for the Oracle, then Oracle False Promise for the OD. If nothing's there, then you have the vacuum at least from the
Darkseer to get someone out of there.
Yeah. So if you manage to kite it out a bit, get that illusion from AM. The problem is Silent. What does he got?
He did.
He did. He just did. He did it.
Yeah. That was very painful. Why do you think it was safe there?
The problem is, well, they have a lot of save heroes that get gone on by the anti-mage, but they don't really have any catch for the anti-mage. Yeah. Like, who's going to hold down the anti-mage?
Yeah, you have Baraturm and like Spirit Breaker, and that's about it. Oh, they're fighting without Luna. Maybe a buyback is going to happen.
Oh, they do get the stop and the split down onto a couple of them, and Magical's going to be fine. They just got to sort of kite out this OD and make sure they don't fight around him whilst the BKB's up, and anti-mage blinks away. He's able to do so. Sadeka will get caught stuck in the middle of it all. Nisha still alive. Misha, so not Nisha. He's had a team change, he's going to lose his life on the Oracle. Yamage still alive. I'll chase him down with the Spirit. Magical will find him, as that's 2 dead on Winstrike.
I tell you what, though, there was an anti-mage illusion, and then Enchantress took it over.
I was gonna call that actually. Forgot about that, but
me too. I was like, wait, I thought Darkseer was on Dire, and then it's like, well.
And Enchantress with the new cooldowns.
So the counter to the counter.
Counter to the counter. But truly, it works so well. It's so good. They're just gonna get an additional illusion.
Additional anti-mage.
So the
that stays for a very long time too.
The main counter that I anticipated is going to be turned against them. Like, that's horrible.
Oh, no, that's, like, do you want to make an illusion of the anti-mage?
Exactly.
Kind of, you don't.
Wait, so you can only have 1 illusion of a hero active at the same time, right? Or not?
It's the same as...
Like, if you're a Darkseer, you have a wall, anti-mage walks through it 3 times, you still get only 1 anti-mage. What if Enchantress then takes over that anti-mage and anti-mage walks through the wall again?
I think it's still gonna stay. It's still gonna
be only 1?
I think Ench will keep the illusion, but I think it will make a new one for the Darkseer, won't it? Because he doesn't have one at the time.
I think nothing.
But then you can just...
I'm going to check, but I believe it's going to...
Test it,
I'm going to test it.
There's an 18-second cooldown on Enchant, by the way. Big fight happening, Na'Vi crushing Winstrike as it looks. But you could then, in theory, have multiple illusions for the anti-mage. The Sanity's Eclipse actually didn't do as much as I thought, and Iceberg just has to TP out of the BKB. He did. But that's not why you got a BKB.
I think it's possible to have only 1 illusion at the time. It doesn't matter who's it is.
It doesn't matter even if the other team has that illusion.
I don't think it matters.
We're going to find out.
You're probably right. Probably not. I imagine it doesn't,
We still are. You're still going to find out, right?
Of course.
Right,
good. He is testing. Backdoor protection. Where's the grip wave? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think that was a pretty fun play. That was another big fight going the way of Na'Vi. The big BKB reveal is not really doing too much for Iceberg right now. And without the extra help of the Luna, because she's still building towards a BKB, I think they should just avoid fighting. What's happening?
I tried.
It's not
working. The game won't start, so I don't think we're going to test that.
GG. I'm sure someone in Twitch chat knows.
Yeah, Twitch chat always knows.
They probably don't, but they'll all be typing "I do" smiley face right now. I know. Yeah. I know what you're typing, chat. In the future, of course. This is a tough game for Winstrike to turn around, as Crystallize is just too far ahead.
And they have, like, we try to be the devil's advocate. We try to figure out a way. Yeah, but
this is their carry.
It looks like Na'Vi, they have an answer for everything we come up with. Illusion, no problem. We're just gonna enchant it. Yeah. Luna push, no problem. She's never gonna be a problem. We're just gonna kill her.
Na'Vi is not the only one that is far ahead, by the way, because we are also very far ahead because we are also watching in Dota TV. So even though you guys are still watching with 10 minutes delay, we are also watching with 5 minutes. You're watching with 5 minutes delay. We are watching with 5 minutes delay as well. That's the one. English hard. Calculations.
English hard.
Even more difficult.
You were caught in a pickle right there.
I was caught in a pickle right there, for sure. That makes me miss Lumi.
Why did he say caught in a pickle?
He likes pickles?
No, Luminisms. He had like all kinds of sayings that were like a mash of each other, and it was awesome. It was great, and he didn't do it intentionally either.
That sounds like mine.
It was just very, very entertaining. Also, we are watching via Dota TV because the games were overlapping.
Enchant the illusion. No, he's not going to do it. He's focusing on killing people for now. The Sand, and he's just going to...
the
five-man vacuum.
Silent coming in as well for the cleanup.
Will kill Blizzy, will kill the Aegis. They've killed Magical.
You can't enchant if you're dead.
Yeah.
True.
So there's
that was an awesome fight.
They're going to get Chew as well.
Whew.
Chew's gone.
Yeah.
So, Winstrike hold.
Yeah.
I mean, AM died as well, but he had Aegis. So
he got out.
They did manage to wipe them still.
Oh, we got a courier as well.
What was?
Nothing on it.
No items.
Nothing on it yet.
Yeah.
They're about to buy something.
They lucked out.
We nearly had it. It looks like it was Iceberg trying to buy his Mystic stuff, so it's a good job he didn't.
For the second game of the series, we'll obviously be in the lobby again. What is your laptop doing?
Let oss baka ab den ha uppdatering again. I think it's trying to update itself or something.
Fluent
Swedish. Mig I morgon.
I think your webcam is on too. I see a red light blinking there all the time.
It's filming you.
They're filming me, actually. It's fine. It's all good.
You can always borrow ours. But
they're actually recording me.
Yeah. Secret footage.
I've seen it a couple of times already.
Yeah, there it is again.
Flashes. I'm spooked.
It's watching you.
No, I'm gonna close this laptop.
Yeah.
Give me some of this black tape. You know?
Crystallize is able to get the pick off onto Misha with the Mana Void. You got Iceberg wrapping him from the side. Trying to get his hands on Snake, but Snake keeps the distance. Snake's actually trying to get back in there because they've got Magical charging in. Look at it was Non-Grata. Non-Grata will turn, get the wall down, but Yamich has fallen. Double kill for Crystallize. Crystallize has lost all his mana though to his illusion. But Chew, he's got the catch for Moors. There's the Stomp to follow up the Astral that was tried to use defensively to keep Non-Grata safe. But Non-Grata will still die. There's Na'Vi back on track of taking the team fights. Back on track, ready to go up to the high ground and try and take these racks away from Winstrike.
If you want to defend, you have to buy back right here, and Darkseer has bought back already. They use that
he doesn't have a wall up anymore though.
Looks like it's enough to scare Na'Vi off there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that previous fight was definitely a little bit scary, so
Darkseer was the star of that team fight. But he did have the wall, now he doesn't. So.
Also, this Darkseer anti-mage illusion did not get taken over and actually burned Crystallize all of his mana during that fight. That was a good Darkseer illusion, although obviously they couldn't really capitalize on that illusion at all.
What are all these new bloom things? Like I saw the piggy.
So there's a piggy,
you got the lion, you have the firecracker and the tree.
Tree decoration, firecrackers. What does the lion do?
It's like one of the, like the Chinese lions that they have a lot of the light shows, like the big, like the square, like it's less of a dragon, more of a wyvern.
All right.
And more of a worm. It's more of a worm.
The one that like does
the snake.
What does
the snake team.
Where is it going?
It just comes out of the ground.
Okay.
And you plant it, I think. They did it earlier at the start of the game. Not in this game, but the last game, I think, they put them down on the ground.
So it's a dragon.
Well, it's more of a worm, I think.
But then
we should consult Bulldog about this.
Yeah, sure. See, dragons have 4 legs.
Ooh, that was a close one.
Oh.
Yeah. He actually went out thinking, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I was in a fountain for 2 seconds, I'm fine. And then suddenly he's like, all right, I have to heal up. That hurt. Oh, the basher, the butterfly on AM. Yeah, he hits hard.
And he does now have a BKB queued up after his Abyssal Blade is done.
Yeah, BKB is definitely necessary in this game overall. It's not even only about the OD, honestly. It's about that wall. Like,
Yeah.
saves him against the...
Nice wall vacuum, another anti-mage illusion.
Oh, magical.
Enchantress this time does take it
BKB
over.
to get the Ravage out to allow them to beat into the Spirit Breaker. Silent tries to lead him with the Eclipse. The BKB's out from Iceberg, turning towards Crystallize, but Crystallize backs away, and Winstrike, they're having to keep their distance. There's a buyback from Yamage, but the mid-racks are already gone. He'll try and charge forward, but he gets used up by Magical. Crystallize jumping in, looking to get towards Misha. He'll get pulled to the side here. Quick blink out means that he doesn't want to stick around for the fight as of yet. As Winstrike are trying to chase Na'Vi out of the base.
Why does that illusion not have a health bar?
It's crazy illusion.
Oh, that's a weird one, actually, yeah.
That looked like that was the second
Helpless.
illusion if
Yeah.
it still was an enchantress illusion.
He is gonna dodge the impetus by looks, but the Sanities comes out.
No mana on AM.
But that is Yamage gone without buyback. They get the vacuum onto the three of them. Iceberg's going to be protected by the false promise. Silent leading forward with the BKB. Sineko gets the Nature's Attendants off just in time to keep himself safe.
There's a DD there, but can they turn? They're way too low. I think OD could have proceeded there and killed the AM. Iceberg decided to go
He's
back.
about one hit away
Yeah,
from
he
it.
was one
So
hit
low.
away. He went back, but he had the Oracle ulti on. I'm certain he could have gotten that kill. Unfortunately, he did not. AM survives. Fortunately for him. And they take a full side. If you are planting that wall, you have to commit to a full team fight instantly. You have to create so much chaos that the Enchantress cannot get that illusion instantly. If you just go in and wall, they just take the illusion and that's it. And then it's working against you. AM afterwards just blinks across of the wall. I was gonna say something very racist there, but
Well, end of your career.
I will not.
Off you go.
It's about walls, not very racist. Just about walls and people crossing the walls, jumping, blinking over
Have
it.
you ever climbed over a wall?
Of course.
What?
Like how big? What's the biggest wall you've climbed over?
I don't know. It was big enough.
Big enough?
What, wall to what? What were you? Why
Why
didn't
were you
use
climbing over a
door?
wall? Like,
Well, I don't know.
what was over
I
this
was in
wall?
Bosnia. you climb across walls every now and then.
Just a day
Just do it. I was a kid. I don't know.
No.
Climb trees, walls, whatever. We didn't have parks, you know, so...
You gotta find your entertainment
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
I mean, fences, yes. But walls. Walls are
Sure.
generally higher than fences, right?
Sure. We climbed some walls.
I don't think I ever did. I climbed a climbing wall.
I haven't.
Hey.
Never. There you go.
We'll see Roshan's going to be back up pretty soon. Na'Vi going to wait out for it. Let's see. Now, he does go for the BKB now, so sort of the game-ending BKB. Crystallize after his other items says, I want to shut this game down, get in there, not have to worry about that OD at all. And we'll see if that will be enough to allow Na'Vi to try and break for a second set of breaks, because they are very far ahead. There's 16k lead. And as you can see, there's still such a huge difference in the farm that this anti-mage has compared to everyone else's. Na'Vi, they're coming in with a smoke on smoke. Winstrike will be spotted. Blizzy tries to get, but immediately actually gets controlled by the Spirit Breaker. Does get the Ravage out, but the BKBs are already there from the side of Winstrike. Eclipse down in the midst of it all. Iceberg getting forced to the side as the false promise onto him will give him the time to get away. But they've already lost 2 on Winstrike, including their Luna. Crystallize is chasing down Iceberg, keeping his eyes on him at the side. The Hex is out on the anti-mage, but he's sent up into the air by the magical Yules on the Razor. Self-Astral in an attempt to keep him safe, but there's no escape for Iceberg. He'll pop a Sanity Eclipse, but it's not enough damage. As they're all dead on Winstrike, only 2 heroes with buyback available.
Yeah, so
Na'Vi only lost the Tidehunter.
the problem was, yeah, you popped your BKBs on time, and that Ravage didn't really do a whole lot instantly. What it did do, however, is it on the edge of the Ravage, a lonesome Darkseer was caught. So he couldn't instantly go back into that fight, use the vacuum, use the Greaves, everything that he's got. Instead, he was basically useless for 3 seconds that he was stunned, and by the time he got to the fight, it was already too late. That wall didn't matter. So I really think that if you're gonna build a wall, do it on time. Like instantly, you have to be there. That's all.
Oh, you got to be quick. Quick with the combo.
Is this a draft issue or is this an outplay issue?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah, both. Because you have the AM Enchantress versus Darkseer Baraturn.
That's a good lane for the AM.
For AM Edge, definitely.
And they made sure that the Luna on the lane had a tough time.
Yeah, I mean we did tune in a bit late in the game, but we did see instantly that AM is having complete free fire.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, you got this.
And if you're playing, I mean, if you're drafting an anti-mage, you're usually supposed to lose that lane or have a rough time at least. And this AM had a wonderful.
Oh, Silent. You gotta be careful, buddy.
Yeah, he's got backer behind him. There's a false promise if he gets gone upon.
It's got some BKB too.
Yeah.
Still gotta be careful.
He has to try and find at least something, as this game is pretty much 1 racks away from being over for Winstrike. If Na'Vi can get together and make that final push, they can be pretty flexible when they want to do so. As just looking to finish off his Abyssal Blade crystallized, nearly has enough money for the full recipe. And then he is very much going to be ready to just get in there, try and get on top of the OD and deal with Iceberg before he can get that BKB off. And start hitting back with the orbs. As Na'Vi up to the high ground once again. The vacuum wall comes out to the 2 of them. BKB is going to be out from Magical though, and a blink back from Crystallized keeps him out of harm's way. In fact, he blinked in deep. He's ready to fight with the BKB. He has no fear as he goes straight in. Winstrike lose 2 heroes. They're being forced back to the fountain, as Na'Vi should have no difficulties in finishing this final set of racks. And proceeding to force the GG.
So No Fear is the one that they replaced, right?
I mean, Misha is here and Yamich is here, so both of them are actually new to to Winstrike. They were not in the team before, so but I don't think it was. Honestly, the iteration that it is always wanna fly. Yeah, always wanna fly was their position 5, and he's not there right now. So I guess it's him, and it's the position 4 that got replaced. So No Fear and always wanna fly.
Yeah. Well, great game from Na'Vi, but they will have to do it again if they want to keep themselves in. And again, they are in the lower bracket, so it's still pretty tough time for them, as they have a long road ahead of them before they make it to the top 2. Because the top 2 of CIS makes it to the major.
Yep.
And yeah, we're going to find out who that is tomorrow. But today, we're going to at least get a lot of steps closer to finding out who that is as well. We'll be right back with Game 2.